All right, so back to this, just continuing carrying on. What part is this? Let me just look real quick, right? I think we're getting a decent way into the mod, right? And I feel like we can part 18. We can kind of see how this mod's playing out, right? And this is where again, like I'd say for the I don't want to say the first time, but probably the first point in the mod where I'm actually going to say that I'm concerned for it. I am concerned for the mod. And the reason being that the whole Jackie MC Monica interaction just made zero sense. And there was really and it made zero sense. And I know what they're trying to do. They're using it as a point in this in the like in the store to kind of force progression, right? This is what forces, this is what allows them to, actually like confront Sayori, right? About being with Naomi, right? But the issue is that whole interaction makes like zero sense. Like, and here's what I'm gonna say, right? You know, one, again, there's this weird mentality that like Naomi is like the equivalent of like Satan, which I mean, yeah, obviously there's some beef between Monica and Naomi, which we still don't know about. And, she is like an asshole, right? The one thing that they could pin on her, which they aren't able to at this point, is the whole pill thing. But they have no like actual context. So that's what the issue is, right? So the game's acting as if at this point Naomi's like on grounds for getting expelled, which is genuinely not the case. Like as of now, it's just been normal high school drama. And like Jackie's talking about like as if she's risking her entire career as like a monitor. Like one, it's not that deep. Two, I'm more concerned that she was like stalking people. Like, let's be real here, right? It's like what the fuck? You're like watching people and what they do like after school. That's pretty like suspect. But then also like there's like they're acting as if they could just like expel like Naomi at this present moment, which again, if Naomi did something egregious during, the festival performance, right? Maybe they could get her for something. But this isn't like a branching paths equivalent. That's because again, there's a lot of similarities between this mom branching paths. That hasn't happened, right? And again, but what I'm concerned, my concern is that it's lazy writing. And my concern is they're going to throw away one, they're just never going to explain the whole Monica Naomi like beef and what happened between them. Two, they're going to throw away any chance at developing like Naomi's character, like, or give her an interesting, which they kind of hinted at. My worry is they're throwing that all away. And then three, again, there's just no, because like the MC could have just confronted Sayori off of the pills, right? He could have been like, "Oh, I saw this bottle with a pill in it, right?" And it note said, "Sorry, would you have anything to do about that?" Because again, Naomi heavily implied that, Sayori, right, was the one who did that, and that, for him not to trust Monica. That interaction alone could prompt the MC to go, confront Sayori, right? They didn't need this whole interaction with Jackie, which again just makes zero sense and just complicates the fuck. Well, not even complicates, but just it is just completely unnecessary and it's just completely like complete nonsense. Really, like the whole interaction was just like it makes me very concerned for the mod because granted, this isn't as egregious as the Our Castle Walls ending, right? But does it to me that what this looks like is the mom makers like didn't know how to progress the story, so they just threw in a random interaction that made zero sense to like force the story to progress. So that's where I'm concerned, right? Like I'm concerned about that whole thing, and I'm concerned their sacrifice. Because again, and this is one thing I've given the mod credit. The mod has done a good job of keeping us in the dark, and it has answered some of the stuff we've been in the dark on, particularly stuff involving the MC Haishin and Koze. However, my worry is they're just going to forego everything else that could be potentially interesting. I want to know what happened between Maka and Koze at their previous school. I'm worried we're not going to get that now. I want, well, also we need Koze and Monica to freaking tell the MC that they're going to move, right? But I also want to know Koze's backstory, right? And what went on her. I'm afraid we're not going to get that now, as well as how Sayori got roped in. I want to know that stuff. And I'm worried we're not going to get it because the mod's just going to now be like, oh, she's just your generic antagonist and lose like any sort of character development or story. Like, that's what I'm worried about because that interaction was just such like a blatant forced plot point that made zero sense and was just It's not even that. Well, I mean, it is unrealistic, but it's just that it's like it's lazy writing. You know, like I hate to say it, like I'm really concerned for Asma, but like let's see. And again, this is like people act as if Naomi's like the small Satan. Like this is like high school drama. Like again, the only thing was the pill thing, which if anything, confronts Sayori about that, right? But like other than that, like Naomi literally like hasn't done anything, right? Obviously you have beef, right? But it's like she's not going to get expelled from the fucking school. Like that's why. And again, he's saying shit about it. Because like, let's say Sayori is working with Naomi. What are you gonna do? What's the MC gonna do realistically? Be like, oh, how could you be with her? All right, dumbass. Apparently your family owes her debt. That's a weird thing that I wish we got. But to be fair, this is also the mod that assumes that like Haishin fleeing the country is a logical action. Like again, that's why like I'm very weird and like it's very weird. I'm very worried about like the mod makers. Like I think this is one where we genuinely have because like sometimes you can cough it up to them playing the characters up to their weaknesses, right? This is one where I genuinely think we need to question the mom maker's intentions, right? Where it's like, all right, what are they thinking? Like, what are they doing here, right? Most times I give them the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, they're playing up to characters, right? But this is one where it's like, all right, what's going on? Dude, we get the point. Just get to the fucking interaction. Can we? Why the fuck does he keep talking about? Dude, can we please just get to the point? Damn, I'll say about damn time. Let's see. Got what? Well, yeah, I was gonna say, can we please imagine they bomb, like got last? That's still such a crazy thing where if you get last, your club gets disbanded. Let's open it. Let me guess. Oh, wait. And again, I suspected sabotage. The music stopped. I said this. I suspected sabotage, right? I'm like, who again? The MC gained first place. I'm like, oh, that could be sabotage, right? Now are they gonna get last? Damn, I was gonna say, okay, good for them. Legit got it, dude. I was worried it was gonna be like, all right, they got last place, and there's gonna be some like sabotage. Who got first? Well, who was first? Let me guess, the debate club. Damn, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of crazy. Well, what's it was it the debate club? Are we gonna figure out who did first or who got first? Gotta be the debate club, right? I feel like it has to be a debate club. Yeah, debate club, yeah, no surprise. You got the duo of you know, the duo of Naomi as well as Koze, providing the effort or back. And again, Monica still isn't aware that Koze is part of the debate club. And I don't think Koze is even aware. Well, no, she is, right? But again, Monica not being aware of Koze and the debate club is kind of hopefully she doesn't find out, or at least, with an explanation, right? But I was gonna say, so I'm curious, like this makes me think that there's been no meddling then. Maybe the MC Deadass got first place and that the debate club got first place and the lyrics club second. Like I feel like because if there's meddling, someone would get last, right? That's what I thought. But what, Naomi, why are you fucking dude? Did she really not know? How the fuck did she not know? Am I stupid? The MC knew this whole time. Did he? I always just assumed she knew, right? Obviously, like Jose knows, right? Because she's part of the damn club. Sayori knows because she's in with Naomi, right? The MC knew. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Monica never knew this whole time. Also, this is like, that's why I'm like, what do you mean, Naomi? Like, again, like, dude, like, this is egregious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I'm very curious. Like, the mod makers, did they have some like weird experiences in high? Like, this is like such a weird fucking beef and like conflict going on. Like this is like almost like just complete like fantasy. This is like some shit you'd see out of a fucking anime, right? That's why it's like, dude, like you can't accept second. It's like, and this is again why I don't trust Monica. And I'm very curious about the beef that happened between Naomi and Monica. Again, going off of Sayori's conversation with Naomi, right? As well as Koze's conversation, right? Like, so that's why I'm like, Monica's reaction here is very interesting, because a normal person would be like, oh, hell yeah, we got second place. But for her, it seems like she's more focused on the fact that she lost to Naomi, right? You know, Bruh, dumbass. Dude, this is why it's like I'm very like I'm low key like very worried for this mod, and like this is actually like getting egregious. Where it's like, okay, like we get it. She's bad. She's bad. She's an antagonist, right? Can we actually get some story and development beyond just her being bad? Like, can we actually like get a fucking like, can we move on from this? Like this is just at this point it's a waste of time. Like, and we're asking dumbass questions here, right? What, bro? All right, come on. The Literature Club was formed like 2 months ago. Let's be real here, right? That's what I was gonna say. Like, kind of, bruh, is like nobody like that's what I was gonna say. Like, is this is like the dumbest thing imaginable? Took a first bruh. This is in like, dude, this is why I'm like, this is actually like borderline delusional. I mean, granted, Natsuki's my least favorite, and you'd expect some behavior like this out of Natsuki, but it's like it's the fact that it's like, okay, maybe there's an initial shock like, oh shit, her club took first place. Well, I guess good for her, right? Again, this is like an abnormal reaction. Like this is like a reaction of like I don't want to say mentally deranged, but this is a reaction of like very like, mentally unstable individuals, right? Like I hate to say this. This is like a very mentally unstable reaction to this, right? Granted, if your club got last, that's why I assumed it was going to go that route. Oh, the Literature Club got last. They assumed there was some meddling. That would be a valid reaction because there would be just no other explanation for your club getting last. But you get fucking second place and like all your focus is on is who got first. Like that's a genuinely like mentally unstable reaction, right? Bribe, dude. Yeah, this is like, come on, man. Like, and it is interesting. I was getting broad, like, dude. And it's like, this is why I'm so suspect of Monica. Like, I really don't trust her. I trust Naomi and Haishin. Well, I don't trust Haishin because that was still such a crazy thing they did. I trust them more at this point because there's like no more secrets between them. Well, I mean, fucking lied, right? Because Koze still needs to tell the MC that she's leaving. But they're at least like kind of all on the same page. I still don't trust Monica in the slightest in this. Between her behavior towards the MC and like again, the us not knowing what actually happened, because my guess is she doesn't want us to know because it's not just Naomi like again, we saw from Sayori as well as Koze's interaction with Naomi that there's more behind the scenes than we think, right? That's why it's like the fact that their immediate suspicion is that there was like trickery going on. Again, if they got last, that would be a valid reaction. But just from their club, not like getting first and doing better than theirs, that's their immediate reaction. Like that's genuinely mentally unstable behavior, you know. Whereas they would, yeah, bribe, like, dude, like you say bribe, like, dude, you're not bribing the fucking police, like, That's why, like, you're not bribing, like, let's say, government, like, dude, this is a fucking school. You're high schools, like, you're not bribing administrators for a better grade, right? This is a fucking festival, like, like the fact that that was, maybe if the principal was a shady man, it'd be a different story. But the MC has met him. Braun, like this is insane. I'm not crazy. Like this is genuine mentally unstable behavior. You got fucking second place. I mean, obviously we know what this means to Monica's parents, right? But that again, that goes into maybe if she didn't have dog shit parents, that'd be a different story, right? But just like second place is not bad. I don't know who needs to hear this. Just because you get second place and not first place doesn't mean the world is against you and doesn't mean you did bad. Even if it's someone you don't like who gets first place, the world isn't against it. Like this is genuine mentally unstable behavior. Like that's why I'm like, this is like, dude, like this is insane. Like, because if Naomi was actually smart, she wouldn't even like acknowledge them. She's like, oh, congrats on getting second. I know we put in a ton of work in the debate club, to really get first, right? Just like rage bait them, but this is actually, and I'm very concerned about the mod makers. I'm really concerned about the mod makers and their perspective because this is actually like mentally unstable behavior. Like, dude, second place is not bad. Like, that's why I'm like, this is actually egregious. Damn, what the fuck? So Rich Cavalier like you. Bro, like, come on. All right, so you're playing it up. Like I was gonna say, she using the term wicked. Like, what the hell? But bro, this is actually pathetic. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is actually really pathetic. Like, because there are people like this though, where it's like second place is not enough. It's like, dude, come on. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But this is like actually again, like this is like I'm really concerned about the mod makers, you know. Yeah, get in the group hug, bro. He's like, oh yeah, you know, weren't any people except had already what? I had no idea what she eventually told me. Damn, what the fuck? Like, had already sent her request to join, you know. Well, when was that? You know, when was the request? You know, do we know who this is? I feel like the fact that they bring up that name, the fact that they bring us up this name means I feel like we have to know who is this? We've definitely seen this person before. I guess maybe not, you know. All right, we getting to the point, you know. Yeah, and again, you know, that's really I was gonna say why really, you know. But again, like what are you gonna do? Like tell me, MC, what are you gonna do? Tell me. I want to know. You're not gonna do jack shit. You're not gonna do anything. And that's because like you're this isn't you're not a fucking like you know soldier defecting to another. You're not like what would you call it? Conspiring with the enemy of your nation. Like this isn't that fucking deep. Like again, like I'm very concerned for the mod makers because like I'm really concerned for them. You know, damn, what the fuck? She's like, I'm not right. You know, why the fuck do they keep saying pip? That has to be a South American term. Like, bruh, like, and it's funny, you know, I was gonna say it's funny that she's and if Sayori were smart, she would kind of pick up on, oh, were they and maybe like take a detour, you know, when meeting Naomi, right? That has to be a South American term, the whole pimple thing, you know. You know, bruh, club stuff is crazy. That's actually an insane. I'd be like, what the hell? You know, yeah, club stuff is crazy, you know. Okay, but like, dude, like, tell me, mod makers, tell me what you think. I mean, we're gonna see. I want to know what the mod makers think should happen coming out of this interaction. I genuinely want to see because I think again, like, I'm not gonna drop the mod, but this is like actually like kind of what the fuck should manifest. Hello, you know? Oh, I guess she's I was gonna say she's bringing them with her. You know? I'm really good. So Jackie just decided to stalk Sayori. I think that's kind of crazy. That's probably the craziest thing out of this interaction. That like Jackie just decided to like stalk Sayori one day. That's like, all right. I mean, like, you know, that's why I'm like, is that not a crazy thing? Like to me, that's more crazy than this what they're trying to do right now, you know. To me, it's crazier that Jackie decided to stalk Sayori than everyone's interaction to her again, meeting with Naomi, right? Because funny enough, Koze seemingly doing this whole thing where she's still working with Naomi, being like an informant, but that didn't go anywhere, you know. Damn, what the fuck? Yeah, we're just following her. So what are they gonna do? Kick down the door? They're gonna see Naomi talking to Sayori, kick down the door, be like, "You can't do that. You're under arrest." You know. That's what I was gonna say. What is the plan? Like, what are you for? Why, bro? They didn't even give anyone's perspective. It's just 1422. You know. And yeah, no music, right? The principal's office where the windows up broad, dude. Damn, what the fuck? I was gonna say, what the hell? All right, polarized windows, bro. What the fuck kind of school did these people go to? Polarized windows for a principal's office. You getting fucking drive-bys? Is this our Castle Wall school? You just get drive-bys at your school? You know? Then how the fuck could you? All right, bro. I was gonna say, how the fuck did you? You know? How could you see them getting together? You know? Damn, I guess shitty polarized windows. You know, what the hell? I guess you just saw him walk into the room then. Bruh, how many fucking people have a copy of that? I was going to say, because Naomi has to have one then, so then Jackie has one. Damn, 0 point to having a lock on that door then, you know, Jesus Christ. Like, that's more egregious than the polarized windows. You'd think you'd have a principal's office where only the principal has the key? You know, I was gonna say, damn, you know, I guess like polarized windows aren't doing shit if just anyone can go in. Like, damn, I'll say nice ass fucking. I mean, it's the usual. Damn, what the fuck? Three guys, you know? Yeah, it's the same. Because I mean, obviously, they're in cahoots with. Also, like, is this just me? So Jackie has just been entering the principal's office with like the polarized windows, like just cause, just like unaccompanied and like I don't want to say unauthorized because I guess if she has a fucking key, yeah, but she's just been stalking people, like entering the principal's office willy nilly. Like I'm more concerned about what Jackie's doing, right? You know, yeah, dumbass. Oh, and I guess I was gonna say, yeah, we don't know what they're even talking about. Damn, small box literature club. It's this about the voting. Also, I was gonna say, well, maybe what happened. Wait, am I stupid? Did the vote not already occur? All right, dude. I'm whatever. Ignoring logic and reason at this point. So, because I mean, like, let's be real here, right? If the voting already occurred, you just get rid of all the evidence, right? Why the fuck are they like bringing it back here? Just fucking burn that shit somewhere, right? Like, what the hell? Besides the point. So, there was sabotage, right? And I mean, I guess it would be smart to where it's like obviously Jackie's club or Naomi's club wins, right? But the literature club still does well because I assumed that she would have been a dumbass and then knocked them down to like whatever last place to get them disbanded, after like trying to sabotage the performance by stealing the pills, you know. But I guess she get credit where credit's due because that's a smarter play, right? And if the club weren't as insecure as they were, it probably would have worked because there's just zero acceptability to lose to Naomi, right? That was just not a logical, feasible possibility, you know. And again, Sayori, right? So, am I stupid or is this a different? I think this is a different Sayori. I'm pretty sure this is a different Sayori sprite. Because I think we don't get her sprite with like a neutral expression like this. Am I stupid? I'm pretty sure you don't get a neutral Sayori expression. Kind of like how we get Maka's neutral expression in this one. Damn, what the hell happened? Can we get to the point? So what's still and again, here's the thing. Sayori has like Sayori's done literally nothing. Like that's why like I really don't know why because like I figured okay, Sayori steals the pills, whatever. That didn't happen. Naomi just took them, anyway. So like Sayori literally 0 point in all this. I guess maybe it's because she found out that Sayori returned the one, but like how I was gonna say like how would that even be possible, right? But and if she did, then why is she still dealing with Sayori, right? But again, these interactions like make zero sense. The box, the paper shredder, bro. Paper shredder outside is insane. That bitch, we just manifesting objects now. What the fuck? Like, this is why I'm like, these interactions make zero sense. Like, these interactions make zero sense. You'd think this is stupid. If you want to like rig or like get fraud, like you get rid of the actual evidence beforehand and you have your own seemingly replacement ballot box, right? Like, why do you still have the actual votes? If the actual votes put the Literature Club at 1, bro, I was gonna say she can't hear you, dumb dude. Let's be honest. Shredder outside is the most egregious part of this interaction. Like, where are you plugging that shit into? Like, freaking outlet in the middle of the brick wall. Damn, what the fuck? Take a picture, Let me guess, for evidence and was it collateral. And I mean, like, so again, so Jackie decided to stalk Sayori and just casually like goes into the principal's. I still think that's suspect. To be fair, now they do actually have evidence, but I think what would have been to me the whole notion of and again, this entire interaction is stupid because if it were again one, why would you not just destroy? Again, it's solely to progress the story and plot, bending it to the will of the mod makers versus what actually makes sense in like having an actual coherent story, which is where like I this mod was doing so well up until now. Up until like the last part, the mod was doing so well. Like, but these two, like this direction that the mod is taken with the whole Jackie informant and the again, against like Naomi Sue or whatever, like it just makes zero sense. And I'm coughing it up to lazy writing. I'm guessing they're not going to expand on Naomi and Monka's backstory. They're not going to expand on Sayori. Maybe, well, they probably will on Sayori and Naomi, but I don't think they're going to expand on Naomi's backstory. I think it's just lazy writing, and they're kind of writing their way out of having to make the rest of the mod. Like, I hate to say it, like that's genuinely how I view this, because again, the whole thing makes zero sense, right? But now the logical next step is, oh, confront Sayori, right? Oh, we saw you shredding papers. Like, what are you doing there? What's up with that? What happened to do with, the ballot box for the elections? Oh, I clicked on the wrong fucking screen. But that's what I was gonna say. How the fuck did you like just still seemingly stalking Sayori, right? Like front them right now. You no, you dumbass. Here's what you do: you go in literally tomorrow, and then you talk to Sayori after the club's done. Like that's literally, I'm giving you the answer. That's what you do. Don't do any other dumbass bullshit, right? You just talk to Sayori after. I mean, the papers are already shredded. Like it's already shredded. You're not gonna unshred it, right? You just talk to Sayori after. All right, bro, you gotta be kidding me, dumbass. It'll be little or nothing. Yeah, this is such a like the MC's a dumbass. And second place isn't bad. Like I don't know who needs to hear this. Second place isn't bad. And losing to someone you hate is like sucks, but like again, like I mean, obviously the mod needs to add this as an event to further progress the plot and story. But if like this weren't actually, if like the people in the club weren't completely mentally unstable, they would be like, hell yeah, we got second. Sucks that she, beat us. Maybe there was some shenanigans there, but hey, our club can continue existing. We can go on with our lives, right? Like that's what a mentally stable person would like. That would be a mentally stable reaction. But of course, they needed that mentally unstable reaction to force this interaction to further the plot. Which again, I cough to lazy writing. The MC could have completely confronted Sayori on his own, right? After the bottle thing, which is what I assumed was going to happen. This itself makes zero sense. And I mean, now that this has happened, again, what they do is they confront Sayori tomorrow, you know. And again, also like, this is what I mean. Like, this is like high school drama. Like, nobody has committed a crime here. Like, if anything, I can see now. I mean, if they actually prove that she like rigged the ballot, right? What happens is her club probably gets disbanded and she gets like suspended, but she's not going to get expelled from the fucking school for that. Like, that's not how that shit works. Yeah, what the fuck? I was going to say, like, what the hell is Jackie talking about? You know, bro, this is like, this won't go unpunished. Dude, like, what the hell kind of high school experience did the mod makers have? Like, I'm genuinely wondering, like, what the hell kind of experience did they have? We're actually at our house. I was saying, I forgot we already visited our place. Right, yeah, you just talk. This is what you do. You literally just talk with Sayori tomorrow. Like, that's the easiest. Like, I'm giving you the solution. And I would say, obviously, your parents aren't here, so you don't need to worry about them. Friendships that aren't liars. Damn, I'll say, what the fuck? You got, like, literally. And also, again, because obviously they don't know why Sayori's doing it. We have insight, but they don't. That's why it's like, again, this is like again, no, I've said enough at this point. Damn, what the fuck? She's like, again, I want to know that I'm not gonna have any judgment. To me, this makes Maka look completely pathetic. I'm not. I'm reserving judgment until we actually know what the fuck happened between Maka and Naomi. Until we know what happened, I'm not gonna say that like Naomi's in the wrong at all. We need to know what the fuck happened between these two. It's the same deal. Like until we know what happened between the two, I'm like not gonna say anything because it's like we just need to know what the fuck happened, and I'm worried the mod's gonna not provide that. And it's like, despite the fact that they've done a really good job at setting it up, and it seems like they're just going in a completely different direction, and they're just kind of throwing everything that they've set up away. Like Damn, was this soap and fucking price? Like, what the hell? You know, this isn't MW3, you know. Damn, what the fuck? What about Yuri and Natsuki? What the hell? You know, crazy you know, can we get to the point? I just want to see them talk to Sayori, right? Like, let's just get to this point. Like, this interaction is a complete waste of time, you know. So what's what? Yeah, I was gonna say what are you still doing here? You know, put the damn phone away, bro. Like, bro, I can tell you exactly how to solve this. You literally just fucking talk with her tomorrow. You, Monica, talk to Sayori after the club. Hey, we saw you, Naomi, shredding those papers. What's going on? That's literally all you say. Like, literally that. Like, you know, again, this isn't. You're not soldiers, and she's conspiring with the enemy to like destroy your nation. Like, this is not this fucking deep. This is high school drama. Like, I don't know who needs to hear that, but damn, what the fuck? All right, Crit, what the hell? All right, dude, come on. It is not that fucking deep. I swear on everyone's life, it is not this fucking deep to where you need to pull out the bottle. Like, I swear to God, it is not this deep. You know, it is not this. You do not need to drink this away. Like, you got second fucking place. You literally got second place. Chances are Naomi's meddling made it better for you because I'm assuming they would have gotten like in the middle of the pack. And then she's like, oh, I'll do him nice, get him second place. Obviously, taking first for myself. But dude, on everything is not that deep to where you need to be drinking. Like, I swear to God, two can't, bruh. You gotta be kidding me. What kind of beer, you know? Bruh, yeah, like that's how you know it's South American, you know. Uh let's see, you know. Want some? Bruh, yeah, it's dude, you'll be fine. One beer, you'll be fine. If it's that bad, have a meal. Like, you'll be fine. You know, granted, that's my rule. My rule is no more than one drink without eating. That's the rule that's I've stuck by to save me. You know, if I have more than one drink, I need to have like a meal. Like, you know, like in one that'll make me full, not just some like bullshit, right? Like, you know, and yeah, also just a can of beer. Like, I mean, because like I'm a light beer drinker. You know, I'm being honest. Like I'm not. But even if it's like heavy beer, it's only a can. Like, you know, you're not having like a bottle or like, you know, anything crazy. Like, I'm assuming you just have, what is it, 12-ounce can? You know, let's see, bro. Actual, what the hell? I was gonna say like actual alcoholic. Like, dude, I was like, it is not this fucking deep to where you need to be drinking after this. Like, I swear to God, you got second fucking place. You got second place. You know, props to that, claps to that, right? You know, like, you do not need to be, uh, bruh. I thought we already had this conversation. You know, bruh. I want to know. To me, the rest of this mod is zero purpose until we figure out what happened between Monica and Naomi. The rest of the mod is literally zero purpose. Like, no interactions have any purpose up until we actually learn what the fuck happened between them. Like, you know, throwing a smile, you know, to win. Bro, and I was gonna say, dude, like, again, these people just can't accept second place. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if their club would have gotten last, like, I would have been more with them. But this is actually like mentally unstable behavior. Like, how you talk to her tomorrow, dumbass. I'm telling you the answer. You talk to her tomorrow. All right, I mean, sure, you know. Wait, am I stupid? Don't you need five? Wasn't it the whole five members of the club? Whatever. I guess again, the mod just decided to go a completely different direction. Anything we knew before is just getting thrown out the window. Like, talk about. Bitch, you ask why. Dumbass question. But again, this is why I'm so fucking suspect of Monica. Because we still don't know what happened between her and Naomi. And this is like very extreme behavior. My guess is she's trying to beat her to the punch. She doesn't want the MC to know whatever happens, so that's why she's just straight up exposing Sayori. Because like if the MC, if they confront Sayori, she'll probably reveal what she suspect or heard from Naomi, right? Which the MC will learn, and then it'll taint his view on Monica, right? You know, but because like here's what any normal mentally stable person would do. Confront her after the club, get an answer, and then from there make a determination. That's what most mentally sane people would do. Like, I think, I shared several damn, what the fuck? Like, when you, well, oh, about her and the MC, right? But also, I'm going to say, I think Monica's trying to beat Sayori. She's trying to beat the punch to where the MC doesn't figure out what actually happened between Sayori and her. That's the only way I can think of this. Or either that or the mod makers are delusional. Like, damn, what the fuck? Damn, what the fuck? I was gonna say, see more interested in me and than in the art girls or you. That Yeah, let's get to the actual fucking point. That's why I'm like, there's no purpose in this mod until we actually learn what happened between Monica and Naomi. Bruh, hold on. And then hold on. So, because this is the MC first meeting Naomi. So let's skip to the point. I'm skipping to her interaction with Sayori, right? I'm skipping to her interaction with Sayori because that I think is probably that first interaction. Because again, like I swear, like this mod is like just weird as shit. Oh yeah, and this is where he lied to his fucking mom. That was still such a crazy thing. And then this is Monica talking to Sayori. So where is the interaction with Sayori and Naomi, right? Because we need to go similar to how we went through that interaction with the Koze and then Haishin. We need to do the same with Sayori and Naomi, right? Because again, that's where we kind of get a lot of the insight or what we suspect. Because there's no reason for either Naomi or Sayori to lie to each other in that interaction, given that nobody else is around. Oh yeah, and then broad generic NPC as bullies, like literally most generic antagonists. Like, so is this? I think it's after this interaction we see Sayori and because that was a pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the biggest twist out of any mod. But my worry is that they're just throwing it all away for lazy writing. Like, I think that's what's going on because again, this makes in. I mean, maybe we're gonna get the answer in the next one. I'm holding off. I just want to get to that Sayori Naomi interaction. I want to get to that, and then when we're. So is this where we have that? And again, this is an interaction between these two, right? Oh yeah, and then apparently Haishin knows, but like that was never expanded upon. Um, I guess so. Him, Monica, and what we just know is him, Monica, and Naomi all went to the old school. Again, I want to see. I'm pausing right at that. And granted, we do get that Koze Naomi interaction as well, right? Which I think I'm gonna skip towards as well. But that's like not that far, seemingly after and this is where he tells her about his home life, right? And what happened. Or like again with Koze and all that. And then this is the interaction with these two. Damn it, he's. Oh yeah, and then this is where the MC and Sayori, because again, like it seems like they just forgot about the fact that Sayori took care of the MC when he was sick. So we just forgetting this entire interaction. I mean, that is again, that's why I'm like, I think they just completely forgot that happened. But again, I want to see I'm gonna go through two interactions. The interaction between Sayori and Naomi, and then the interaction between Koze and Naomi, like soon after. And then this is again where we get Sayori's back. That's why I'm like, did the MC just forget all this happened? You know, I mean, like, did he forget all that happened? And I was gonna say because I don't think he ever told Monica about any of that either. But like, did he just forget that. That's why I'm like, again, like, if he goes through with the expulsion, like, that's, I'm assuming the mod's just retconning itself and that it forgot about all these earlier interactions as a, and then again, that whole interaction was crazy. This was so crazy. Like, Monica acting that fucking possessive over the MC was like, while they're not even like, I really don't trust Monica here. I really don't. She's my favorite, but I don't fucking trust her at all. Because that's some like, damn, what the fuck were these two? Oh yeah, the whole fucking porno mag thing, like, was just dumb as shit, you know. And I think, when do we get to that? Bro, I hate that fucking theme. So, oh yeah, and then this whole thing happens. I guess sure. I still think it's crazy that Heishi went along with this. He could have just like literally walked away, like, you know. Again, but that's why we. This is like, this is all evidence towards questioning the perspective of the mod makers. Like, never in a mod have I been so sure that the mod makers have just a terrible and like skewed perspective than this one. Like, I think the mod makers just genuinely have a flawed perspective when it comes to like a lot of this shit, you know. And that's why we're getting a lot of these issues out of the mod. What the hell were those sound effects? And is this where we get because we did know, I think, because I think this is where, because again, we knew about Sayori's, oh yeah, and then this, you know. So here we go. You know, this is where we get hold on, where is it? Here we go. We're saving this here. So this is the Sayori again, Naomi interaction, you know. Dude, this is such a crazy thing. So, but I don't think it was this interaction. It was I think it was the next interaction, you know. And again, this is dumb. Sayori literally didn't do shit. Naomi was the one who took the pills. That's why, like, this whole thing just didn't fucking play out at all. Like, so it wasn't even that, because that interaction was just like nothing. There was nothing of value out of that interaction. Hello? Can we please get to the fucking point? Like, there was nothing of value out of that interaction. It was the next Sayori Naomi interaction in the bathroom, you know. And I'm also gonna say, because again, I'm not continuing this, but I want to get to the Sayori Naomi interaction and then the Naomi Koze interaction, right? Which should be coming up pretty shortly, I believe. You know, because they were just right. Oh yeah, Sayori's like, you know, expression was crazy, and she just manifests, you know, because I think she didn't want to like run into, you know. Oh yeah, and then this is Mock again too. And again, so this is this interaction, right? So, and again, so again, and yeah, Sayori dumb it. So this is one. I feel like this is stupid because it would just make more sense to have Sayori Steelman. Then that would be more of a test of Sayori's. You know, that's why I'm like, I don't even know why. Like, Sayori literally didn't do anything. Like, I guess maybe she shred, but like even then, like fucking Naomi hasn't. Like, Sayori literally hasn't done shit. Like, there's zero reason for like Naomi to like, you know, have Sayori by her side at all, right? Let's see, not my worst enemy. You know, yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, what the crazy plot point. So, like, you would be on the streets. Like, bro, this is high school. Like, what the hell is going on? You know? yeah, and this is Kai, no, it's like, nah. And this is the fucking lie. Again, she went to Naomi's side because of whatever Monica, and granted, I'm not saying, because I assume it's more mutual. Naomi probably lied with whatever this is, but something happened, right? And again, this is why I said, like something happened, right? And this is what I want. This is the line I wanted to see. And they have a lot in common. And again, so this was the first, the first indicator was how Monica pre-fired all those accusations. So now I want to see, and again, so where I want to see Naomi and Koze's, but that should be pretty like, oh yeah, this was the dumbest fucking, the MC had a fucking he passed out. That's a physical fucking thing, dude. Like you're fucked. Like your body's fucked. Like, and again, what about, so I want to see that conversation between Koze and Naomi, right? Because again, I think that, because I mean, really, that's what, so Sayori's conversation proves that something tangible happened between Monica and Naomi, right? This Koze, again, this Koze interaction, though, gives us a lot more insight, you know. And again, this is really the interaction that gives us some insight, right? You know, again, because Naomi, obviously, she's using Sayori to get back at the club. But Koze is just a genuine member of the debate club. Like, so that's why it's like, yeah, what are you still doing here? And again, that's why I'm like, my worry is they're going to throw this out the window. I'm worried they're throwing any Naomi character development out the window. Like, again, I was going to say, one of them's the MC, right? So, and again, that's what I was going to say. So I think one, her conversation with Koze and then her reaction to being, again, compared to Monica, right? Well, also not look like. I was gonna say, yeah, not look like, just so that's why I'm like, my worry is that they're throwing these interactions out the window. I mean, to be fair, and here's what I'm gonna say, because the whole high Sheen situation was stupid as shit, right? I mean, I think they could have done a better job with that. I mean, to be fair, there's no real way to justify fleeing the country, but again, I think they concluded it in a lazy way. They could have tied it into, it could have been, oh, High Sheen ordered the hit out on himself. Naomi, had some involvement, right? But instead it was just he owed debt, right? Which is a dumb thing. My worry is they're going to resolve the whole, it's going to be some stupid thing that happened between Maka and Naomi. I guarantee it's going to be some stupid thing, that's going to give no depth at all to anything that they've been setting up beforehand. We know this thing happened between Monica and Naomi, which caused them to hate each other, which again, and cause it was bad enough to where Monica pre-fired accusations against herself on behalf of Naomi. And again, the fact that, to be fair, Naomi transferring schools is crazy. But that's why it's again, it's going to be something stupid and provide zero depth to the story. And it's everything up until this point would have just been a waste of time. Again, and I think it's all because of the mod makers. This is one mod where I genuinely say the mod makers have a dog shit, pretty horrible perspective. And it genuinely ruins the mod. I've never said that. I say that rarely about mods. This is one where I think the mod, because other mods you can cough up to the mod makers giving in the character flaws. This is one where it's just the mod makers having a skew perspective on reality. This is any development or story just kind of got hindered by that. And I guess just we'll see in the next one when we actually, but I did want to make those saves, right? Similar to why I made this save, I wanted to make these two saves, right? So whenever this bullshit comes up, right, we can go back to those interactions. But with that, don't really much else to say. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.